In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to run your covered calls using the Robinhood app as well as the Robinhood Legends app in 2026 and beyond. And if you just drop a comment down below on today's video, I'm also going to give you our covered call strategy guide, which is going to dive even further into strike selection as well as the Greek selection when you are selling your covered calls. And while you're down there dropping that comment, hit that like button and that subscribe button. But let's get right into it today, guys. Today, we are talking about covered calls and how we can actually run these using Robinhood as well as Robinhood Legend towards the end of this video. So there's one prerequisite to running covered calls, no matter what platform you are doing it on, and it is you need at least 100 shares of a stock. And number two, you need to make sure you're approved for options trading. So on your Robinhood app, you'll just need to make sure you go into your account settings and apply for options trading. It's a quick little application. It'll take you a few minutes to fill out, and within a few days, you should be approved for options trading, which at that point, you head over to your page where you have 100 shares of stock. In this educational example, we're just going to assume we own 100 shares of NVIDIA, and we're going to go to the trade options section right here. Now, once we're over here, we don't want to do buy. We're not silly little options buyers. We are options sellers, okay? So we're going to click sell a call. That means we are going to sell a covered call. And then we can also choose the expiration date. You could do weeklies, which are very popular, as well as monthlies. In this educational example, we'll just go out about a month, 35 days away from me recording this video. Now, obviously, at the time of me recording this video, NVIDIA is trading at $181. Now, one more, just for the sake of simplicity, we're just going to assume we own 100 shares of NVIDIA at a cost basis of $181, okay? Your cost basis may be lower or higher, but the purpose of a covered call is to maybe sell our shares, right, while collecting a premium up front. So we obviously, right, we want to sell higher than what we paid for our shares, all right? So in this example, we're just going to assume we own 100 shares of NVIDIA at $181. Now, what we want to do is select our strike. Now, you can see here on the left-hand side, I'm going to move myself over here. We can choose our strike prices. We can say we'd maybe sell for 185, 190, 195. How do you judge which one of these to do? Well, I'm going to show you kind of the way I like to do it. I do it all based on the risk that I'm taking. And the best way to find the risk that you're taking is by looking at what your return on collateral is going to be, your ROC, your ROI, however you want to look at it. And the way I like to figure that out is using my covered call calculator, right? So right here, you see my covered call calculator. And right here, I'm going to type in the premium that I'd be collecting for taking on that risk. So let's just assume, you know what, if it's trading at 190, it would be cool selling our shares on January 23rd, okay? For this trade, right, and obviously not financial advice, results vary, we collect about $395 in premium. We'll just say 390. 395 is most likely what you'd be filled at if you go between the bid and ask, and that's always important to do to grab as much of that juice as you can. So I'm just going to say we're going to collect $390 upfront of premium, not financial advice, results vary, just the premiums I'm seeing at the time of recording this. This is cash, this is income that's given to you upfront for taking the risk of potentially selling your shares in 35 days, okay? Now, I always like to put my strike that I'm selling at, my strike of option. I'm willing to potentially sell my shares at 190. My purchase strike price of my shares, we just said, for this educational example, we'll just assume we own 100 shares at 181, and then I'm just gonna type that in right here as well, 181. Now, obviously, you put in your information. These calculators, all my calculators and trade logs are free. Just attend the Ark Options Strategy workshop. It will be the first link in the description if you want to attend that 90-minute training and get all these stuff for free. But this is what the trade would look like. Now, what are the risks of this? Well, number one, obviously, we collect a nice return on collateral of 2.15% in a 35-day period, which is really good in my opinion. That's 390 divided by 18,100, right? Because essentially, if you own 100 shares, right, 100 times $181 is $18,100. That's how that number is being collected. If we end up selling our shares, we're going to collect another $900 on top of it. That's the difference between the 190 and 181. For a total max profit of $12.90 or 7.13%. But let's understand the risks here, because this might look all well and dandy to you and you're like, oh, I'm going to do it, right? But you want to understand what the risks with a strategy like this are and educate yourself on this stuff before you just jump into this, okay? Because you have to understand nothing is free in the stock market, okay? I'm a firm believer that everything is priced in, but even if everything is priced in, I think we as option sellers are more in a position of being able to define the terms of a trade that we want want to do. And that's why I primarily only sell options here on this channel. So right here is the outcomes that can happen. Let's say the 23rd rolls around at close. NVIDIA is trading below $190. Let's just say it's been going sideways at around 180. Well, guess what? It's not at 190, so you're not selling your shares. Yay. That means you walk away with your $390, which you collected up front anyway, and you can rent out your shares for the following month again, right? I kind of like to look at this as like rent checks every month, putting your shares to work. Now, the big risk, right, the second thing that can happen is that, let's say at close on the 23rd, right, NVIDIA is trading at 195 or 200, 205, right, anything above 190, you are missing out on all of the further upside. You have said you're selling your shares at $190, so you have capped your upside at 190. So you have to be okay with that risk. Me personally, I'm okay with that risk because I treat option selling like a business. Profit's profit, and I have no problem taking my chips off the table with a good trade, right, and moving on to different opportunities. That's what makes the stock market great, in my opinion. And that will be how your covered call looks like on Robinhood. Now, there are more advanced setups that you can do with your covered calls. One thing that I also like to take into consideration is also what my delta is. Now, I usually like around a 2% return on my collateral. Then hit the nail right on the head with that one. But what we can actually do is open up these contracts. So if I open up this contract, you could see this Greek here, delta. This delta basically means your probability of assignment. It's not the technical definition, but us as simple option sellers, that's all it means. This is what it means. 34% chance that you're going to get assigned. Right, 34% chance that you're going to get assigned right here, right? And if we go further up, right, we go to 195s, right? This one's a 25% chance of assignment, right? 200s, right? 17% chance of assignment, right? So lower and lower and lower, obviously, the chances of it happening, the further up you go in your share prices. Now, obviously, for that, you're being compensated less, right? So, for example, if we say we want to sell 200, in this specific case, we would only collect $159 of premium. Take a look what that's going to look like, $159 of premium, right? But our strike of the option now, what do we say? Is $200 that we'd maybe sell for, $200, right? So we'll put $200 here, right? So we're getting about a 0.88% return. Let's just call it 1% return on our collateral, but we're locking up a more profit on our shares for a much larger total return, right? From a 7% total return to an 11% total return. So you really have to gauge this for yourself and what is best for your specific situation. If my cost basis is really good on a stock, I'm typically going to be going for these kind of further out, like 10 delta, 20 delta plays. If I'm playing around close to the money on stuff, I'm just trying to get in and out. So I'll be doing stuff around that 30 delta stuff. So, but you have to figure that out stuff for yourself. And depending on how upset would you be if you end up selling your shares. One rule of thumb I always say is when you sell that covered call, assume you're going to sell your shares. That way it lessens the blow. I know a lot of us don't want to sell our shares, but for me personally, I don't believe in paper gains unless I'm just looking at my buy and hold portfolio. I believe it is important to actually sell your shares and lock in real gains. You could see what happens in the market in a tweet or an X or a headline away. Markets drop 10, 20, 30%. Easy. Some of these companies after earnings. So for me, I always look at it as profit's profit. That's the way I look at it. So that is how you would sell your covered call on Robinhood. Now, a lot of you like to also use Robinhood Legend, and I also am very impressed with Robinhood Legend as well. I've been using it quite a little bit. It's not my main brokerage by any means. I primarily use Fidelity. However, I am fairly impressed with the tools that have been coming out. So the way we like to do this, and you could set up your kind of your way, however you like this. I just have my options chain on the left-hand side here, and then my chart here on my right-hand side. You can find some of my other videos on how I like to set up my charts and my indicators and all that stuff. Go look on the channel for that. But you can see here, this is our options chain here on NVIDIA. Now, what we want to do is obviously go out around 30 to 45 days to keep it very similar. So when you're on your options chain on Robinhood Legend, you'd open it up. Now, the options chain will look a little bit more intimidating to you if you are a beginner. I definitely recommend if you're a beginner, right, just stick to this, the mobile app, which is very similar to this, and then gradually move into Robinhood Legend because you get a little bit more technical as you get a little bit better as a trader, right? Right now, if you just jumping in here, it might feel a little bit intimidating to you, okay? But the same concepts apply. Right here on the left-hand side, you're going to see our calls. On the right hand side, you're going to see our puts. Now, this is where you want to select your actual strike prices, right? So in this specific case, you could see I'm going out 23 days. You could see my delta here. In this specific case, I have my delta column right here is a 44% for the 185s, right? For the 190s, I've got a 34th. This is the one that we're just looking at. Now, when you do this, it's showing you the bid and the ask right here. This is really important, guys. Make sure you're always going between the bid and ask. Obviously, with a company like NVIDIA, the bid-ask spread is fairly tight, but you'll often see, like with different stocks, like it might be like 390 and 590. That's scary, right? Like you want to make sure you go right in the middle, because if you just do the market order, the bid, you're going to lose out on a lot of premium. But in this case, all you would have to do is click open to your bid right here. Obviously, I don't have just shares in this account to do that, but you could see this is what your credit would be. And I can't stress it enough. Make sure you have the collateral before you do this. Okay, Robinhood wouldn't even let you do naked calls like this, which is a good thing. But if you look, for example, at 200 shares, right, you could do 2 contracts, you could do 3, however many you want to actually do. Now, if you are doing multiple contracts, just to kind of hit on this briefly, I like to spread the strikes apart. So if I had, like, let's say 300 shares of NVIDIA right now, I would spread it across maybe the 190, the 195, and the 200. That way I'm kind of covering all my bases and then averaging out around the 2% return on my collateral. That's what I want to do, okay? So I'll be a little bit more aggressive maybe, and then also I don't want to like kind of sell all of my shares, you know, so I'll spread it across a few different share prices. That way I'm covering all my bases, but you always want to make sure you at least have 100 shares to work with. So if you are interested in learning more about covered calls and cash secured puts and the wheel strategy, make sure to attend my Ark Options Strategy workshop. I have left a link for it down below in the description of today's video. In addition to the 90-minute training you're going to get, you're also going to be getting my full trade lock template to keep yourself very nice and organized. Plus, you're going to get my 2 premium calculators, my cash secured put, as well as my covered call calculator completely for free at the end of that training. Remember, click that first link in the description of today's video and attend that. As always, guys, remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.